Europeans who don't understand anything, and get any other references, they're going to love this show. Nobody sat up front. I like that. I like your enthusiasm. Good, yeah. I took the subway here. Anybody else take the subway train?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. There's that 47% Ronnie was talking about. Fucking I hate the subway. I ride the 8 train. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like your Wonder Woman costume. That's great. It's not Halloween yet, but okay. Okay, no, I'm going to take the A and the C train, which next to the next to the G train, if I can talk. Next to the G train, the A and the C is the worst fucking train you can ride on the subway. Let's be honest, the G train is pretty much the MTA's equivalent to the short bus, so the special kids to school. But they really are, I mean, you look at those fucking trains, like those trains, when they came out, they were fucking old. Like back in the 70s, when they came out, they were old enough, people must have been like, God damn, it's the antique line? What the fuck are these trains? What are they doing, you know? But like anytime they come into the station, like the C train especially, like I figured like to see some guy, like, you know, hear a little see some guy in the front car, like shoveling coal, like, we gotta go faster! We're running express! And they don't even have that great voice. I love that voice that you hear on what I like to call the Gucci trains. You know what I'm talking about, you know, the 4, 5, and 6. You know, the 2 train, right, the E, that 1, 3 train that's not as ghetto, you know. But you know that voice, the stand clear of the closing doors, please. And they're only like the female voice come on and tell you like the nice shit. Like the female voice comes on, she's like, you know, next stop is Happy Land. Next stop is Land of Glitter. The man's voice comes on, and get the fuck out of the way. If you hold those doors open one more time, I'll rip your fucking arms off. But you gotta think, like, that's a real guy's voice. Like, that's a real man. Like, obviously they use a computer to, like, make up the sentences and stuff. But they sample a real guy's voice. So obviously this guy is, like, you know, like a vocal actor, a vocal talent, or whatever. But you gotta think, like, does he tell people that? Like, when he goes into audition, does he, like, come up and go, hello, my name is Stephen Jenkins, and I'm the voice of the MTA. You know, like when he picks his daughter up from school, like, Sally, be careful of the closing door. Next up, you're a bitch ass whore of a mom now. Speaking of bitch ass whores, I'm newly single. I've been single for about 2 months now. And the crazy, you two, welcome to the club, we'll cry together. But the weirdest shit always happens to me when I become single. Like when I'm in a relationship or whatever, it's perfectly fine. But when I become single, every ex I ever had and every family member in their family just somehow seems to appear into my life. Like sharks when there's blood in the water. They just come out. You know, and it happened to me recently. I ran into my ex-girlfriend's older sister. And we just happened to be walking to the same place for 20 minutes. So I walked down the street for 20 minutes, and the whole time I'm thinking, like, should I make myself known? Should I say something? Should I say hi or whatever, you know? Like, what's the worst that could happen, right? She could punch me in the balls. The guy she was walking with kicked my ass, whatever, you know, no big deal. But I never did. I never, like, made myself known. I never said anything. And she finally turned the corner, and I was free. But, like, what, like, you know, always ran through my mind, like, what would that conversation have been like? Like, what would I have said? Like, you know, like, hey, Rhonda. Her name's not Rhonda, but anyway. Hey, Rhonda, how's it going? Remember me? I'm Chris. Remember I dated your younger sister until she ripped my heart out and broke it into 1,000,000 pieces? So I, in turn, ripped her heart out and broke it into 1,000,000 pieces. And then we continued to do this for the better part of a year, remember? Yeah. So, how are things? Have you stooped to the level that I have of checking out online dating sites?
I have.
You have? Yeah. Every single person under the age of 25 seems to do that now. We get on the internet, check out online dating sites. But I came across this one site that really fascinated me. I don't know if any of you have seen this. It's called, the dating website is called blackpeoplemeet.com. Like, there's no getting around what that site is about. Like, it ain't black and Hispanic people meet.com. It ain't black and Asian people meet.com. It is black, motherfucking only people. We don't want no white, hunky ass, jungle people with crackers on your site. But it got me thinking, like, was there ever something like that for white people? Turned out there was. It was called a lynch mob. But like, we can never have that site. We can never do a white people meet.com. Like, that would be the most racist shit ever. Right, like, what would our slogans be, right? You know, like, white people meet.com. Start a rally. WhitePeopleMeet.com. Because as the saying goes, once you're white, you're always right. Man. Like most New Yorkers, I'm not from here, originally. I'm from a small little town. You may have heard of it. It's called Houston, Texas. You don't usually hear hollers and say Texas up north, but that's nice to see. It's good that we brought out a knife. No, I'm sorry about George Bush. Anyway. But no, I come from Houston, Texas, and contrary to popular belief, it is actually quite diverse. Even though it's in Texas, Houston is quite diverse. In fact, I think our new sign for Texas should be, welcome to Texas. We're not just a bunch of white people on horses wearing cowboy hats. Although, yes, we do have those. But you see, the thing you have to understand about Houston is that we have this thing in Houston called white flight. And if you don't know what white flight is, that's when a neighborhood gets too urban and white people fly. And if you're too poor to fly, you learn how to fucking run. So, growing up there, it was really different. I grew up in a black Hispanic neighborhood. My school district was like 7% Caucasian. And so my parents really didn't know how to adapt. They lived there in the 70s when it was pretty much Caucasian. Then white flight came, the epidemic, as they call it. And, they didn't really know how to change. And I remember when I was 6 years old, I was kicking a soccer ball outside. And my mom comes outside and she's like, Christopher, it's time to come inside. Like, oh, Mom, come on, 5 more minutes. She's like, no, Christopher, really, you've been playing for far too long. It is time to come inside. Oh, Mom, please. Christopher, there we go. One naked crackhead walking down the street with a shotgun. It is time to come inside. She didn't, but my parents were still pretty normal. We have the same, coming of age talks and whatnot, or lack thereof. Because like most young men, you have that time period of your life where you have something that shapes you forever. For me, that was my father's Playboy collection. That happened to be in the China hutch beside the lotion, go figure. But, I would always have to hide in my parents' bathroom to look at it. And, of course, they would come in because their fucking bathroom. So the mastermind that I was, I would hide the Playboys behind the toilet where everyone could see them. So my mother found the first one. She's like, Christopher, do you know what this is? I'm like, oh no, Mom, I don't even know where I would have gotten that. Like, where Dad put that, I had no idea. Dad must have left it there. To the point where my father's like, no, must have left it there. But of course, the second time around, they don't quite believe you. So my mom was a home ec teacher, and I'll leave you with this. She's a home ec teacher, and she comes and she's like, Christopher, we know that you're looking at your father's Playboys. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to leave the room, and you're going to sit here on the bed with your father. Look at the magazine together. If you have any questions, he'll be here to answer them. So I'm going to leave now. She left the room. My father looked at me and said, look, we're not having this conversation. He says, you understand what's going on, right? You get everything that's going on. Okay, good. He just looked at that. Put it back. Otherwise, either one of us is going to get to look at it, okay? You got to figure out Christmas